My name is J.W. Endicott,
Yeah.
and this is my hometown that I love dearly.
Good. Good to meet you, Doc.
And the people are wonderful people. I think you're only the second presidential candidate to ever come to Mingo County, to Kermit anyway. JFK in 1960 came here and had us all. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Okay?
Both Massachusetts senators and presidential candidates, the Democrats who visited Kermit. That was Elizabeth Warren in Kermit, West Virginia, in a county, Mingo County, where more than 80% of the voters voted for Donald Trump. According to Politico, one Trump voter said she done good after her appearance at the fire station in Kermit. That voter did not say he was going to vote for Elizabeth Warren, but at least one Trump voter said she was thinking about voting for Elizabeth Warren after listening to her. Senator Elizabeth Warren is not afraid of talking to Trump voters. She just doesn't want to do it on Fox. Yesterday, on Twitter, she explained why she will not participate in a town hall on Fox. Fox News is a hate-for-profit racket that gives a megaphone to racists and conspiracists. It's designed to turn us against each other, risking life and death consequences to provide cover for the corruption that's rotting our government and hollowing out our middle class. Hate-for-profit works only if there's profit. So Fox News balances a mix of bigotry, racism, and outright lies with enough legit journalism to make the claim to advertisers that it's a reputable news outlet. It's all about dragging in ad money, big ad money. A Democratic town hall gives the Fox News sales team a way to tell potential sponsors it's safe to buy ads on Fox. No harm to their brand or reputation. Here's one place we can fight back. I won't ask millions of Democratic primary voters to tune into an outlet that profits from racism and hate in order to see our candidates, especially when Fox will make even more money adding our valuable audience to their ratings numbers. I'm running a campaign to reach all Americans. I take questions from the press and voters everywhere I go. Fox News is welcome to come to my events just like any other outlet. But a Fox News town hall adds money to the hate-for-profit machine, to which I say, hard pass. Tommy Christopher, in an article on Mediaite, said that he has been unsure whether Democrats should participate in town halls on Fox. Elizabeth Warren's tweets won him over. He wrote, "Any Democrat who agrees to appear at a Fox News town hall after Warren's stand is either saying that they don't believe Fox News is an enterprise fueled by racism and bigotry, or that they think there's something more important than denying it aid and comfort. Neither should be acceptable to Democratic voters." And today, Yashar Ali says that Senator Kamala Harris has also decided not to appear on Fox for a town hall. Ali reports presidential candidate and California Senator Kamala Harris will not appear on Fox News for a moderated town hall, according to two sources familiar with the matter. Harris' campaign has not yet informed Fox News executives of her decision. Kamala Harris will appear on this network for a town hall that I will host at 10 p.m. the day after Memorial Day, Tuesday, May 28th, in Spartanburg, South Carolina, in a county that voted 63% for Donald Trump. Kamala Harris will go to Trump country to speak to voters there directly in our MSNBC town hall. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on the button below for more from The Last Word and the rest of MSNBC.